Everton could have signed him for £60,000. They said no. Copenhagen had him on trial. They watched him train. They watched him play. They said no. His own father wanted him to become a professional golfer, not a footballer. Today, Erling Haaland is the most feared striker on the planet. Subscribe to TheRealXI right now for more stories like this. Real football. Real stories. Every week. Now, here is how it really happened. Erling Haaland was born in Leeds, England in the year 2000. His father, Erling Haaland, was a professional footballer playing for Leeds United. His mother was a national champion heptathlete. His grandfather, a long-distance runner. Athletic genes ran through his entire family. But his father had one dream for his son. Not football. Golf. Haaland himself later revealed, his father forced him to play golf every single week from age 10 to 13. 3 full years on a golf course, when all Erling wanted to do was score goals. He grew up in the small town of Bryn in Norway, playing football on frozen pitches, dreaming of becoming a striker like his idol, Cristiano Ronaldo. By age 15, coaches told him he was a good athlete, but too small, too narrow, not ready for professional football. Nobody could see what was coming. At 16, Haaland got his first big chance. FC Copenhagen, one of Scandinavia's biggest clubs, invited him for a trial. Haaland traveled to Denmark. He trained with their academy. He gave everything he had. Copenhagen decided he wasn't good enough. Haaland later said, "Sad for them, but maybe good for me." Then came Everton. His father Alfinga brought young Erling to Everton for a trial. The club watched him, assessed him, discussed him. Their verdict? We could have signed him for £60,000. But the consensus was, he was so young and so big, that once other players grew bigger too, he would lose his effectiveness. Everton passed on Erling Haaland for £60,000. The same player who would later cost Manchester City over £60 million. But Haaland never complained, never begged for a chance. Instead, he went to Molde FK in Norway. A small club. No spotlight. No pressure. And in his very first match, he scored 4 goals. The world was about to find out what Copenhagen and Everton had missed. From Molde, he moved to Red Bull Salzburg. From Salzburg, Borussia Dortmund came calling. At Dortmund, Haaland scored 86 goals in 89 games. 86 goals in 89 games. Every club in Europe wanted him. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich. Then, Pep Guardiola called him personally. Haaland later said, "Guardiola called me. That was it. Decision made." Manchester City paid £60 million. For the boy Everton wouldn't pay £60,000 for. In his first season at City, Haaland scored 52 goals, breaking every Premier League record ever set. The boy who was too small at 15, too young at 16, not worth £60,000 at 17, became the most unstoppable striker in the history of English football. Think about this. Everton had him. Copenhagen had him. Both said no. And now, every single time those clubs watch Manchester City play, they watch the player they let walk away. For £60,000. Subscribe to TheRealXI, real stories, real football, every week. See you in the next one.